Hey everybody, welcome back to Unicorn Princess Gotham. I'm Onikage. This is just going to be a one-off video. I'm going to be making a few of these for a couple games that I think I've probably played way too much. And it's just basically just going to be going over a good way to get a really strong start in the games. This one's going to be Subnautica. If you've never played Subnautica before, I do not recommend watching this video. The game is really best experienced without like any information, just going in without knowing anything, because it is amazing. And the sequel is coming out soon, so I figured I'd go back and just review a few things. Basically, what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm starting from the very beginning. My character just landed, and I'm going to, without like doing a speed run or anything, just show you how you can get like all the most important tools and the Seamoth in roughly the first 30 minutes of play, and just show you what you want to look for and where you want to go. Some of the fragment spawns are random, but a few of them are guaranteed, and I'm going to show you also one of the best spots for that. So let's get into the game here. We want to grab our medical kit right at the beginning. And we're going to find out where we spawned, because the location is always in the safe shallows, but it's random. Okay, so the first place we want to go is actually over here. We want to look for the like the little yellow pods things, because that's like the creep clusters, and getting those really early is super useful for a number of reasons that I'll be showing you. Also, there should be some metal salvage down there that I can pick up along the way. And there's a little box to scan, so we're definitely going to do that. Just get a couple more just to be on the safe side. Alright, we'll swim up. I'm doing it on the hardcore mode just so that there's no oxygen warnings or anything like that, just to minimize the audio that the game is doing.
Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes.
I say that as the computer is talking to me. And here we go. Okay, so a couple of these down here. 1, 2, 3. Hopefully this is copper. It is.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival.
Now, one thing that's interesting about the limestones is, and this actually goes for any of the stones that you can break for stuff, is you can't get the same drop more than twice in a row. Like, it's just the way that they do the RNG is just not possible. So if you ever need copper and you get 2 titanium, you know for sure your next pull, like your next rock, is going to guaranteed get you what you want. It's going to get you copper. Okay, so let's make some silicone rubber here. We're not going to make the titanium ingot yet. We're going to do 3 of the rubbers and then 2 of the lubricants. We need 2 lubricants for the Seamoth to do the like the bay that makes it. Yep, we're going to go ahead and get the O2 tank going. Get the fins going. Now, I could have grabbed some mushrooms to make a battery, but what I'm hoping to find is there's 2 really useful things, like spots that hopefully are nearby. There is a thermal vent, and then there's like this horizontal cave that's full of limestone and glass. Hopefully one of those is nearby, because they are going to be sources of the majority of materials I'm going to need before I head out. What I'm really hoping to find is the exploding fish. Some people are scared of the exploding fish. They are a bit of a pain, but I'll show you how to deal with them. Yes, okay, the horizontal cave, beautiful. So I need some of that. We don't need titanium. Copper. Copper. Which means this next one is guaranteed to be titanium, unfortunately. And there it is. Quartz. We're gonna need a bunch of quartz, unfortunately. I think I just saw where some of those exploding fish are, and I'm gonna show you why they are so useful right at the start. They hide in, yeah, see right there. They hide in these things called sulfur plants, and you actually don't need much sulfur in the game. You'll find way more of the fish. So let's get both of them. Hello. Follow, follow, follow. Ouch. Follow, follow, follow. And that one missed me. Okay. 1, 2 sulfur. Ooh, a third one. Excellent. Come here. Get out of your thing. Come here. Thank you. And that is why we grabbed the health kit when we first started. Damn, I was hoping I would find... that's not good. I was hoping I'd find one of the rocks that drops the silver as well, but I know where to get that. There's going to be some in the little plant area. So... what's my inventory looking like? Yeah, I've got plenty of room. I'm just going to go ahead and grab that now. Oh, and actually this is another useful thing to do. You can change the color of the beacons. I always make the main thing I need to get back to yellow. So the life pod is going to be yellow, and then once I get the Seamoth, I'm going to switch the life pod to like a greenish, and then use the Seamoth as a yellow. I'm not going to really do too much with the Seamoth though, because I'm probably going to be pretty close to, if not at, the 30-minute mark at that point. Oh, and here's something I didn't know about these guys. I always use them for water, but they actually will give you oxygen if you eat them raw. I never knew that, so, you know, you can always learn new things about games, even if you put hundreds of hours into them. Let's go back up. I might have wanted to go back to the pod to make a scanner, but it's fine. So we should see some sandstone deposits down here. Now they drop 3 things, the silver, the lead, and the gold. And what we are hoping for is to just get 1 silver. And I am having a hard time seeing. There we go. Please be silver. Silver. Awesome.
Kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
These things are scary. They don't actually hit that hard though. And you always want to keep an eye on them because they drop the stalker teeth, and stalker teeth are something that you will definitely need later. They're kind of a pain in the ass to find, so there's like this little chime when one of their teeth breaks off on the metal pieces, so you want to, you know, keep your ears out for that. Alright, now, to show you why I did some of what I did. The repair tool is the only tool that uses a battery that does not require a battery. Now it's going to exit the menu. Alright, so we've got 2 more cave sulfur, which means we are going to make 1 more repair tool. We need another sulfur for the laser cutter. So we'll go ahead and put him away, put you guys away. There we go. Remove the battery.
New blueprint acquired.
Won't make that just yet. Make the glass. Also pay attention to the power amount up there. Alright, let's take the O2 tank off. Make the high capacity one. And that unlocks the rebreather, so if I get a couple more silver, I might come back and make that. Alright, go ahead and make you.
The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints
Make another battery.
from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Make the flashlight. Now let's go ahead and reassign these to the spots I normally have them. There we go. Repairing this doesn't really help the power situation too much, I don't think. I think it's like solar based maybe. I'm not sure.
Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
And Fabricator is still doing its thing. Let's go ahead and free up some space. Also, and this is just one weird thing, if you drop the repair tool, you can scan it for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, see, it doesn't do anything. Okay, so now for the important part. Um, there's the ship, and you see this big cloud mass here, and then the big cloud mass there. Those are always there because that's where the islands are. That's the island where the alien structure is, and then this is the island where the Degassi structure is. So you want to head towards it, but also a little bit to the right. I don't have the compass yet, but I'm blanking on which direction it is. But it's if you're facing the island, it's a little bit to the right. So let's keep going. I know that down area was around here. Eh. Oh shit. Let's see. Here we go. More of this. It takes a while for the ship to explode, so you've got a lot of time before that happens, and you really can't go there to do the scanning. Damn, mobile vehicle bay, I did not want that. I know I need that for the Seamoth, but there's a few spots where you can find the mobile vehicle bay fragments where I'm going to be going. What I'm hoping to find is Sea Glide. I really, really need Sea Glide for the spot I want to go to, and I am not seeing that. Now, the first radio transmission you get will take you to one of the other life pods that has the Sea Glide. Damn, I'm not seeing any. I know I saw another one when I first went in the water.
Detecting increased local radiation levels.
Get the air back.
Consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Alright, I think this might be one of the Sea Glides. Nope, damn it, another mobile vehicle bay. This is where the RNG really starts to mess with you, unfortunately. At least trying to do this quickly. I don't really need... Actually, no, I do need one lead for the Seamoth, so that's good. Alright. Shit. Alright, well, the Sea Glide isn't going to be critical to what I want to do. I mean, it... Well, there's the third one of these, but...
New blueprint acquired.
Yeah, that's another mobile vehicle bay. Damn it. Mobile vehicle bay. Damn it. This is not going well for the Sea Glide. I'm waiting for the little radio broadcast signal to show up that'll let me know that I can get it. Alright, here's another one. Is this another mobile vehicle bay? Now, mobile vehicle bay is the most common one in the weed area, like where I am, but still, every now and then you can get lucky with the, Ooh, speaking of getting lucky, here is a... I believe this should be a Seamoth. Yep. Excellent. Cool. Don't see any other things to scan. Alright, so let's go back up. Alright, so there's the island. Here's this, and what you're going to want to look for is there's a giant crashed ship, and it has like pretty much the best fragments you can hope for early on. There is some RNG to them, but you should always be able to get the mobile vehicle bay. You should always be able to get the modification station, and around it you should find fragments for the scanner room, bioreactor, and Seamoth. So this is the life pod 17. This one, there's really just a PDA to loot. Got lucky that there's another Seamoth fragment here. Thank you. We'll grab the PDA. I'm not going to play it though, because it's just this guy freaking out.
Integrating new PDA data.
One thing I've always wondered is how long our character is unconscious for, because, like, you leave the ship right before it explodes, and then when you regain consciousness, it's telling you that there's no survivors already. Over there is another thing to look for fragments from, but this is the ship. And I believe it's actually the Degassi ship, the one that crashed here years ago.
Passing
There's
100
a
meters.
scanner room.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Unfortunately, since I don't have the Sea Glide,
Integrating new
what I'm
PDA
about to
data.
attempt is going to be a bit dangerous. I think that's a battery charging fragment, either that or a Sea Glide fragment. Hopefully Sea Glide. I'll be more than happy to take a detour to go back and make the Sea Glide just for some of the other stuff I want to do in this 30-minute window. Did I bring water? I didn't bring water. Okay. But I've got two of the little oxygen things. I think this is Bioreactor. Yep. Grab you. Another scanner room. Nothing in there. Oh, and there's also Propulsion Cannon and laser cutter fragments in this ship too. So like I said, just getting all of the tools that you need. Propulsion Cannon makes, well, it makes everything easier, but especially exploring the ship, because you have to go to the ship to get the, to scan to make the, God, why am I blanking on the name? Prawn suit. Alright. Well, now that I can make the Seamoth, I guess I can just completely skip out on the Sea Glide. So we'll just look for more metal salvage, and then there was a, yep, we need more glass or quartz. Might as well start swimming back up. Gonna head back there. I'll just make the Seamoth and just come back really quick. I've seen speedrun videos where people have been able to make the Seamoth like in the first 7 minutes, which even the person who did it said it was like very, very lucky RNG, but still it's impressive. Alright, so we need to make that, make that. Now, the Seamoth can't go as deep as it needs to when you first get it, but that's intentional from the devs, which is kind of cool because, like, there's areas and it's like 250 to 350 meters down, and the Seamoth can only go to 200. So the idea being, like, you have to get out, and if you don't know the area, you don't know what, like, dangerous fish are around. So it, like, you know, it adds a lot of suspense. A lot of people have said this is one of like the scariest games they've played, especially if they've got like fears of the ocean and stuff. I will say my first encounter with a Reaper was at night, and that definitely got my heart rate up pretty high because I could hear it but I couldn't see it. And since they use echolocation, if you can hear a Reaper, that technically means that it can see you. Grab another quartz. Ooh, there you are. Hello. Come here. Thank you.
In the local cave systems, sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
Well, that's a little bit of a glitch. It's saying it's detecting sulfur, but it should have said that when I first found the damn things. Oh, and there's the little radio thing I was hoping for. Figures it's happening now. Let's see. Let's just, we'll just go ahead and drop you. There we go. I need a few more of those for the power cells. I know my water's low. I'm about to take care of that too. Let's go ahead and just play that just so I can get the beacon.
This is Lifepod 3,
Okay.
uploading our coordinates. We're plugging some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us. Seriously. 3 out.
Signal location uploaded to
Now, the
PDA.
cool thing about that place, the location it just gave me, is in addition to sea glide fragments, there is also a compass, which is really useful to make, especially early on. Okay, I don't think I need more lubricant, but I definitely need more glass. Alright, so let's go in here. Alright. Oh yeah, in the water. Might want to do that so I don't dehydrate. Okay. Let's just go ahead and... Oh wait. Thank you. One titanium short. Since I got another sulfur, I'm just going to make another repair tool just to get the extra battery for the power cells, because I need 4 batteries in total. Alright, you're the new one. Let's unload your battery. Actually, you know what? Let's put it in here. Okay. I am going to need another one of those. Alright, we've got our mobile vehicle bay. Go ahead, drop the empty repair tool, deploy you, there you go. And we'll just unpin those, okay. You know what, just for the sake of time, I'll just do it this way. While the Seamoth is getting built, I'll just grab a couple acid mushrooms to make the other power cell, or to make the other battery to put in there. Yep, go ahead and get a Seamoth going.
Safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Actually, I'm going to need 2 batteries because I'm still going to go for the Seamoth just to get it. I know I don't need it, but... Well, no, I don't need it.
Captain.
You guys know where to find it, I'm sure. Oh, and just to show you I can do it, grab that guy. I've got gold, so all I need to do is just cut a few pieces of table coral and... Yeah, we'll do it that way. Just Because I said I wanted to do all the tools, so I'll just go ahead and do the habitat builder as well. Alright, so that radio signal is going to be the pod 17.
This is Officer Keenan, Life Pod 19. The captain is gone.
Oh, right. I made the Seamoth. So this is one of the places it needs me to go that it's talking about right now.
1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission
Wiring kit, that's right. That's right. Well, I've got one silver, I'll be able to get another silver. So I'm going to do what I was saying I was going to do with the beacon. Alright, so there's the life pod, which means the ship is that way. So to get back to where I need to go, I need to go this way. And I'm just going to go to the, what I believe is the Degassi ship, just to show you what is going to spawn in there as far as fragments to scan. Also, the Life Pod 17 that's over here somewhere is right near, there it is right near the entrance, or one of the entrances to the cave where the second Degassi habitat is. And that's a good place to go early just so that you can make like the water filtration machine, because right at the end of this area you can go down and you can find rubies and the gel packs. So now this place is a little bit confusing, so I'm going to try to give the instruction as best I can. Oh, that's what I needed the battery for. This is why it's tough to talk while you do these things. And there's propulsion cannon fragment number 1. There's also a little PDA in here about Marguerite.
Integrating PDA data.
Now, there should be... Okay, so when you come into the first room, this is where it's going to be kind of complicated, and I'm going to try to show and then go back, get my oxygen, and come back in.
Will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
So, there's where you come in, and then the only place you can go is up. And as soon as you go up, the only place you can go in here is straight down. Now, you would think that you want to go that way, but there's actually not that much. There's just like battery charger stuff. Immediately behind you underneath, here is the way to where the like better fragments are. I'm just going to go ahead and get the propulsion can taken care of before I head back. Grab the battery charger.
Continuing to monitor.
No, I don't need another one of those. So you have to go down and then up to get back around. It's intentionally confusing. Now there's actually another area past, in the ship, past where I'm going to show you, but I'm not going to go there because I don't have the rebreather and I just don't want to risk losing my save while making this video. So this is pretty much going to be where I'm going to end it. So you go in here, and this is also intentionally confusing, and you can go down and up and to the left, and you only want to go up here and then through here, which leads to this room. Now, even though there's prawn pieces, you cannot scan them. Let's go ahead and get the other battery charger so that we can build that if we'd like. There it is. And, oh, laser tool. Why are you not letting me... Alright, I don't know why it's not letting me scan it, but okay. So modification station number 1, you need 3 of them. And then there's a couple more in here, along with some chairs. Oh, there's another laser cutter. We'll go ahead and scan you. Alright, where are the other modification station fragments? There's the other one. We just need the one more. Where Where is that third one? They always make the third one kind of a pain. Ugh, I know it's in here, but I am starting to run short on air, so I'm going to try to show you this slowly. So you go up, forward, and then down slightly, and then forward again. And when you come out of this room, you have to turn around and go up again. Alright. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe all three modification station fragments don't always spawn here. Or the third one is in the other room and I need to go down even further, which I would prefer not to do that. Alright. Yes. Bench. Swivel chair.
New blueprint acquired.
Command chair. Fuck. And this is the way to the third room, but it's... yeah, see, and you have to actually go below the 100-meter mark as well to start doing it. Oh, there it is. Okay.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Up, slightly down, forward, come through, turn around, go up. Hopefully that helps you guys and I'm not doing it too fast. Okay. And so, since you need the laser cutter early and I am going over how to get all the tools, I am just going to briefly show you. And this is something you can actually do with the Sea Glide. If you have the Sea Glide, you can go from the surface down into here, and you should have enough oxygen, especially with the rebreather, to harvest anywhere between 3 to 6 of the shale outcrops. Now, since I can only go 200 meters down, I'm going to have to stop, but that's fine.
Passing 200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Lithium, one of the most important metals. You can never have too much of it.
Remember that materials you gather are the property
Grab a couple of the spare lithium and magnetites. There's my second diamond for the laser cutter. Go ahead and grab that lithium.
Support a microcosm of unique, possibly predatory life forms. Detecting an artificial structure somewhere in the region.
Oh, and that's one more thing I'm just going to show you real quick. Now that I've got the diamonds, it's pretty obvious that I can, make everything. The silver is easy enough to get, and I'm not going to take up your time with that. So, I think, yes, right there. All right. So there's a couple of these little platforms when you come in near pod 17, but this one is the best one to grab early, because it has a PDA, and when you grab the PDA, it'll also show you the location of the Degasi base. So grab that. Boom. There we go. Degasi habitat.
New PDA data. Integrating new PDA data.
I'll just grab a couple of these while I'm down here, right? Okay, so just to recap, boom, we have the 2 diamonds for the laser cutter, we have that spare cave sulfur titanium battery, boom, there's the propulsion cannon. Again, we just need to go to like the creepvine area to harvest some silver. Same thing for this for the wiring kit here. Sea Glide, you get it from the first beacon along with the compass. And yeah, we had the Seamoth and the vehicle bay really fast, scanner room as well, and of course, the most important, modification station. The moon pool fragments, there's some near the Degassi habitat there, which you don't have to go all the way around. Like, you can go underneath and then come back up and repair, and then go down and come back up and repair. So you can do all that for your Seamoth. But yeah, that's how you get a strong start. And then since we made the Seamoth, there's the second officer's location. Great blueprints there, especially stuff for the prawn. So yeah, 30 minutes and you should be all set and good to go. I'm going to be doing a few more of these in the coming months, and again, for the month of April, we're still doing the schedule 1 every week, and there will be a video of that for my second week coming out in a couple days too. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you next time on Unicorn Princess Gotham.